Hi there, good evening. Right, so being resourceful is just one essential quality that being, as an entrepreneur and having your own business, it's just essential. It's just an essential quality. Are you resourceful, or do you need to be told what to do, when to do it, and how will this help you in your business being more resourceful? I'm sorry I didn't come on at around 6 o'clock, but events took over today, and just helping a friend in need, and then had my own, another booking basically here in the house, because I take guests in my spare rooms here, and I just had a late booking, so I was waiting on that person turning up, and turned up rather late, and then my dog needed to go for a wee. Anyway, so less about me. It's all about talking about being resourceful tonight. And if you didn't know me already, my name's Adele Booth, and I help people to leverage social media, take their businesses online, and get more customers, sales, and leads. With tips and tricks. Okay, so are you resourceful? Can you honestly say that you are resourceful, and how does this help your business? Let me know when you're coming on and joining with the conversation at any time. I'm here for you, and I'm your resource, so please use me. So we're going to be talking about taking responsibility for you and your business, as a boss, because you are a boss of you and your business. If you are just starting up in business, or you are developing business, or you've been in business for a while, you are your own boss, or if you're an entrepreneur. If something isn't working for you, what do you do? You need to have sort of really essential skills to be able to move yourself forward, and and being resourceful basically is one of those qualities, and that's what I'm going to be talking to today. So you may have worked for a company before, you may be working with a company before, and building your business online. Whatever situation you are in, it's vital to be responsible, and who is responsible for really the things that you're struggling with, the things that are going wrong, who is responsible for solving those problems. Is it you or your company? And how does this affect you? Okay, so how do you think when you're in this situation? If you are working for your company, or if you've got a training, if you're following a training program, and you come across a problem, and I don't know, there's a problem with technology, maybe your website, your WordPress, there's some changes on Facebook, something on social media has changed. Who is responsible for ensuring that you have got all the best information to be able to continue on that platform, to be able to continue to enable your website to work effectively for you? Is it your company or you? Who's responsible for that? Let me know what you think. What is your thinking at the moment around that? Do you think, well, actually, it's not my responsibility, I'm going to go to my company, they should know all the answers to this, and they should be giving it to me, they should be spoon feeding me to resolve these things? So I have been working for 33 years, 33 years, and I've worked for the last 17 years as self-employed. Part of that I was working as well, but also setting up my as a self-employment on the side of that. So, and I've been my own boss completely without any other work for 15 years, 33 years. So I've been through so many different jobs. I've worked alongside a lot of people. I've watched how they worked, how they integrate. And of course, I've developed my own resourcefulness and the way that I work and how I can problem solve for myself. But it's not always easy when you work for a company or you are employed, yeah, because basically different positions denote different skill sets and who's telling you what to do. So they're handing stuff to you and this is your job and this is what you do, basically. So it's really hard coming out of that employed mindset or employee mindset into becoming your own boss, because you're the one who's telling yourself what to do and solving your own problems. You haven't got anyone else to go to, and it's quite hard to make that transition to thinking for yourself and solving your own problems. So that's where I want you to start thinking, is even when you're following a training company who are training you, you may still have these expectations of that they have all the answers, that you've got to follow everything that they say to the latter, but actually, and be spoon-fed, and they'll know all the answers. If something changes, I can refer to somebody, and then I can just follow that. And what I want you to start thinking about is changing that mindset into thinking for yourself, being more resourceful, and making sure that you're going out there and making that transition and taking on that responsibility as an entrepreneur or your own boss, and building, and that means building your own skills that you need when you come across a problem. What are you going to do to resolve that situation? Yeah. And it might be that you do ask somebody else that you think, well, actually, yeah, that is being resourceful. It's understanding the skill sets of the people around you and accessing those people and engaging with them and saying, look, I've got this problem, what do you think? But if they can't come up with the answer, then where do you go? And it's where do you go to figure out for yourself how to resolve your own problems, and not rely on those people above you that you think that are going to spoon feed you the answers. Sometimes they won't know that, but what's important is that you're developing those skills to ensure that when a problem comes along, you have got your internal resources and your mind has changed to say, actually, yeah, I might Google that, or I might go to this library resource, or that I can, and it's doing it on your own. Testing and trialing things, making the mistakes and learning from the mistakes, yeah. Learning the skills that you need to have to ensure that you can resolve that problem, and that problem is, you can always refer back to, you've got those skills then, and you know how to pass those on to someone else in the future. So understanding where you can find the answers, having that mindset really of changing that way and responsibility to yourself. So I think that's about it for today, really. It's really sort of coming away from sitting back and waiting for someone to actually tell you, when they're not going to do that. You've got to do it yourself, yeah. I know that I've been in various positions where I've had supervision with people, bosses above me, to say, where, bring to the table what you're struggling with now and what's going well and where we're going in the future. That often doesn't happen when you're an entrepreneur or your own boss, unless you are part of other communities that want to share with you, and that you can have that community presence and share what you're going through together in your industry. Unless you have that rapport and resource, that's another resource that you can use, and to go and ask questions and everybody shares that, then it's understanding who you need to go and talk to. All right, but it is about trying to figure out these yourself. I know when I started it in business, and Oh, you don't know how to do accounting. You don't know what skills you need to develop, like technical skills. Is all sort of playing it by ear, learning step by step, keeping on track of those things. How do you make records of the things that you are doing? And then you're having to learn marketing. How do you market? How do you find your target market? Who are you? What type of mindset do you need? And yes, all that technical stuff, and then it's, oh my goodness, you know, I've got to put myself out. Yeah, there's a huge, it's like copywriting skills and communicating even, you know, all of these skills that you need to develop as an entrepreneur. Somebody else can't give you them. You've got to experience that journey for yourself and become resourceful. So I'm just saying to you, being resourceful is as an essential component to being an entrepreneur or your own boss. So, and stop relying on other people to you know, sitting back and relying on other people to give you the answers, because it doesn't happen that way. And it will build you and serve you well to actually change this mindset. And when there is a problem that comes along, then go out and be resourceful for you. All right. Well, I hope you found this useful. Let me know what you've got out of today, and use me as a resource. Yeah, if you have something that you're struggling with right now, then reach out to me. Let's have a conversation and talk about it. Yeah, let's share those experiences, get you moving on, stop being stuck where you are, and ask for help. I know I've always been resourceful, and it's the last thing I do is go out and seek help. And that's the difference between me and someone else. Some people are always waiting for that help, but actually I'm the last person to actually ask for help, which I need to understand that actually sometimes I do need to ask for help too, but I'm always here, and that's what I do best, is helping other people. So please use me as your resource. Shout out to me if you're struggling with anything. Let's have a conversation. Let's get you unstuck and get you rocking and rolling. All right, I hope you found that useful. Bye for now. Have a great evening. I'm so sorry that I have been late tonight, but that's just life. Okay, bye for now.